So as you can see here, I have a water leak coming up through the concrete on my bottom basement floor of my home. In this video, I want to tell you how much it costs to get this repaired, a concrete slab leak, and alternatives, different ways that you can actually get it repaired. So yes, unfortunately, this is the third one that I've had. Water will actually come up through the concrete when you have a leaky or busted pipe, and it'll come up onto your floor. It's something that you do have to get fixed. It will cause mold and mildew, higher utility costs. You might see your water bill going up or low pressure. So in this particular home, of course, you have the water coming in from the town, and then it goes to your piping. And with this particular unit, it goes through, and then it'll branch out to your utilities, into your kitchen, into your bathroom, and to the rest of your home. So I had one leak here a few months ago that they came in and repaired, and last month they repaired this one, and actually they had to repair this one 4 years ago. They had to come in and repair it. So what do they have to do to repair it? There's 3 different things that they can do. So what they'll do, they'll get, in order to detect the leak, they'll have either infrared, or they can visually see it with an infrared, or audio. So what they'll do is they'll put on headphones, and then they'll scour, and they'll be able to hear like a hissing sound with their headphones and tell where the leak is. And of course, you look at your water meter, and if the water's going stronger, then you know that that's where the leak's coming from. All right, so they detect exactly where it's at. So let's say on this one here where I had this water leak, what they'll do is they'll take up this flooring, and it depends what kind of flooring you have. You could have tile or whatever at this particular location. If it's carpet, they have to either replace the carpet or they have to pull it over. And what they'll do is they'll get a jackhammer and drill a hole all the way to the pipe. It's basically spot repair. It's what you call spot repair. And they'll go in there, repair the pipe, and then re-concrete over it, and then you have to put the flooring back. So as you can see here, I got water over here now, so it's coming all over. So the average cost to do this is anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000, but by the time you have to get the flooring and everything, expect to pay, like I said, $1,500 to $2,000 for a spot repair. But the problem is that might not actually fix the issue. This oak tree here, the roots are upending the pipe, which is causing, making it not stabilized, and I think that's what's causing where I've had 3 leaks so far. This particular unit home is 30 years old, which is not that old. Once it's degraded, assess your risks. If it's breaking here, it might be breaking here later, a month later, and it's so frustrating. So that's one thing, is to do spot repair. The most expensive thing to do is to actually repipe it, to actually put brand new piping here. And that can go up to $15,000, $10,000 to $15,000. And you can pretty much guess what they have to do. They have to dig up and then remove the flooring and all the concrete and replace the piping, which is very expensive to do because of the concrete and the flooring and then the piping. And that would be a more permanent fix, but very, very expensive to do that. Now, the third alternative, which I like, if you're able to do it, is called rerouting. It's basically a bypass. And so what they'll do is they'll cut off and cap the pipe here and just completely leave it in. And what they'll do is they'll reroute the piping from the town, and they'll actually can go up through the walls. They can go through the attic or through the cavity between floors, like say if there's a floor above you, and then they'll use, it's called PEX piping, PEX, which is more, it's more dynamic, and you can bend it, and they'll actually go through here and get you water that way. That is the best alternative, and that would probably more be between $3,000 and $5,000. But it'd be better than uprooting your whole home, and it's much more easy to do. One thing you have to be cautious about that is if you're in the northern climates, because of insulation, you don't want your pipes in the wintertime to freeze, so you do have to be mindful here. I'm in a southern climate, so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, what a nuisance. Put in the comment section what your particular issue is, what you have going on in your home, your slab leak, and your alternative. But yeah, it's a very disappointing thing to happen, but that's the alternatives that you can do, and that's basically the approximate cost of how to fix it. I'll put in the description a full detail of what I'm talking about. All right, thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe.